Good afternoon, social media family. I'm coming to you this afternoon. It is Naturally Riri. I'm here to talk about another perfume talk, but particularly on today, I want to talk about this layering combo. So, as you all are aware, I do work part time for the Houston Texans, and today was game day. So, when I wore this particular combo fragrance, I was pretty surprised about the reactions that I was getting. Immediately, I think when I got out the car, I started walking and I went in to check in, like I always do. We got to go through security like everybody else. And like two of the little security guards was like, "Oh, damn, you smell good. Damn, I know I smell good when I smell one." And I just looked, I was like, I said, okay. And then another lady, I guess she was the little supervisor for them for her team, said the same thing. "Ma'am, you smell really good." That was like two compliments at the same time. I'm checking in to getting ready for work. So then when I walk by some of my other colleagues, because I do work in the guest services booth, so I do work with my guest services team members. And so another lady just looked, she was like, "Damn, girl, you just walked by and I just took a whiff. The wind blew around your skin and you smell freaking amazing." Well, she said the other word, but I don't want to use that word. But she said, "You smell boop, boop, amazing." And I was like, I said, "Well, thank you so much." I put this fragrance on like literally over an hour, prior to me walking into the stadium. So I was pretty surprised. She was holding pretty tight that time in the morning. So I have to be at work at 8:30. So literally, I put this on maybe around a quarter to 7 o'clock in the morning, because I was getting ready for my work day, and she was hitting it at literally 8:15. 8:15, I'm getting ready to walk in the stadium. She was hitting. Now, continuing back to my story. So when I walk in, being pleasant, doing my usual routine, speaking to all the staff, everybody's on the phone working, getting ready for game day. That's how the mood is. So I'm already in that mindset, getting ready. And then I had another coworker was like, "Girl, you smell really good. What is that you're wearing?" And I said, "It's just a fragrance I picked up a while back." And she said, "Girl, you smell good." And then finally I get to my booth, and then I'm just working, walking, doing my usual routine, checking on seats and everything. Then I had just some regular, um, this was a Steelers fan, came and approached me. She was like, well, wasn't she, it was a he. He was like, "Wow. Wow." I was like, is everything okay? Did you enjoy the game?" He said, "You smell amazing." That was 5 compliments at work. And I was just so surprised about how they took to it. I mean, this fragrance, I wore this fragrance before, but I guess I wore it when it was still fresh and new. So I kind of let it sit up. I haven't even touched it in like 6 months or so. So I decided, let me just throw it on today. Baby, you couldn't tell me my ish didn't stink, because I was smelling like a sophisticated fruit cocktail. Just that's how I was feeling today. Now, what combo did I use today? Well, I started it off with an oil, so, and I've always talked about an impression oil. So this is an impression oil for Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I know everybody's been talking about how Lost Cherry doesn't last long, blase, blase, blase. And I have not yet purchased Tom Ford Lost Cherry, but I bought a perfume oil because, hey, whew, times is hard, change is strange, and you definitely want to watch your coins, especially now since everything is trying to get back to normal, student loans, everything else. So I purchased this, like I said, from a friend of mine, and yeah, you see that's the dent. I'm putting a little dent on it, so I absolutely love this. I pair this with some of my fruity fragrances, unless I want to get like a dark, rich undertone to it. So I definitely pair this fragrance oil with most of my fruity fragrances if I want something darker, something richer to come through. So this was the base that I used it, and I put it like everywhere like I was supposed to. And then to top it off, I have this little baby right here. This little juice right here. I know you were thinking like, it's a small bottle. Yes, it's a small bottle, but she packs an amazing punch. And the name of this fragrance is Saphir Du Bois, and the fragrance house is Bulan Parfums. So I hope I'm saying that right. I am going to tag this particular bottle online, definitely with the comments, because this little bottle right here, this is, I want to say, a 30 ml. This baby here is $75. And I know we're all trying to budget. I am no stranger to that. But the company that sells this particular bottle has a 15% off coupon if you shop on their site. No questions asked. Free shipping over $48. So you get free shipping, and then when you do 15% off of this, you're coming out a decent price. It's not, maybe not what you want to pay, but you know, shipping and handling is expensive now these days. And if they're going through the post office, they feeling the crunch of it too. And then you might get a lost package, a stolen package, and when you try to claim it, don't get me started, because I've had a couple of them in my time. But definitely check out Scent Niche. And Scent Niche is a company, and this is a smaller brand niche company that features niche fragrances. Yes, it's some of the usuals that you may see, but some you may not have heard, or if you heard about them, they are like vintage fragrances. And I'm telling you, when I hooked up with this particular company and purchased this fragrance, I was surprised. I ordered it, I want to say I ordered it on a Tuesday from the site. The package came literally a week later when I did purchase this. The shipping was mad fast, crazy. And so I was just, you know, enamored with just the cuteness of this little package, because I've talked about another fragrance that I had last week, and looking at this bottle, the bottle is, yes, it's a little bit small. I said it's a 30 ml, but I think it's like a 15 ml. I may be wrong in my calculations, but this little baby right here is $75. And I know a lot of people don't want to pay $75 for a bottle this small, but baby, she packs a punch. And I wanted to talk about this because, baby, I got 5 compliments today. That is unusual. I get a few compliments here or there, but I got 5. 5 in one day. So you know I got to share the tea with you about getting this fragrance and even looking into this company. But the company that sells this particular fragrance is called Scent Niche. I will link their information on the website, and if you use SHOP15, you get 15% off. If you spend over $48 or more, you get free shipping. So it's not really a bad deal. I know the price is kind of steep for the size that you get, but hey, when you're getting free shipping, hey, that's a deal. I'm just saying, it's a deal. So again, this is Saphir Du Bois, which is in layman's terms, sapphire wood. And oh my goodness, this fragrance was amazing. When I purchased this over a year ago, it is a fruity fragrance, but it has like a strong smoky element throughout the fragrance, but in the beginning of the fragrance, that smoke came through like nobody's business. It was like you get hit immediately with the smoke. When I first purchased this fragrance, and I wore it like a couple of times. I wore it not just today, but I wore it previously at the stadium, maybe about 7 or 8 months ago when we were still in the prior season, and then I wore it at work. I was hit that smoke. If you are not crazy about that smoke element, this may not be the fragrance for you. But if you do decide to purchase this fragrance, you need to let this fragrance sit and macerate. Because when I wore it today, that smokiness that came out in the beginning when I first wore it, it just melted away. Like the fruit notes just came up to the forefront. The smokiness did come through, but it came through quick and it left quick, and the fruity note just carried myself all the way through. And every so often the smokiness does come back, and man, I mean, it's just like when the wind hit my when I walk by and the wind just hit it just right, you can just smell like that fruit and that smokiness that comes all the way through. So let me go ahead and give you the notes so that way you can get a clear picture of why I'm saying the smokiness, because I said it like 3 times already. So I'm going to link this information, and the perfumer is Natalie Fatsauer. So I think if I remember, this is a French perfumer. So that is just a little bit of the creator that created this particular fragrance for this particular fragrance house. And it has notes of black pepper, Madagascar oil. It has saffron, orange blossom, amber, Palo Santo oil, oud, oak moss. I mean, it had a lot of stuff, and I think that's where, and cedarwood. I can't forget that. It also had raspberry, it had vanilla, it had musk, cashmere. So this is like a sexy, sophisticated fragrance. Um, yeah, the smoke, like I said, the smokiness just came through when I first bought this fragrance, but I think over time, and I hadn't worn this fragrance in quite a while, I picked it up again today because I wanted to just get a feel. And oh my goodness, the smokiness, I mean, it did hit in the middle and at the end, and then every so often it just whiffs right on through with the fruity note. But the fruit notes came all the way through, and I think it was just the orange blossom and maybe the raspberry. It was beautiful. Now it does say it has heliotrope on there. I didn't catch that vibe. I mainly caught, like, I definitely caught the smokiness, and I think that's from like the Palo Santo, the cedar wood. It has sandalwood, patchouli. I didn't mention that, but yeah, it has patchouli in it. So I'm thinking it's because a combination of all those other wood-like notes, it gave this smokiness. Like you put all of your fruit on the pit and you wanted to try something different, like a smoked dessert, and you just put everything on the pit just so you can let the smoke hit your fruit, take it off, and then you serve it as is. You don't even put no ice cream on it because you're serving it as is. Maybe with you, when you smoke it, you may put a sprinkling of vanilla, maybe shaved vanilla, or even drizzle it with the vanilla extract, like you mix it in your fruit before you smoke it. That's the vibe that it gives. This fragrance is definitely a nighttime fragrance, since I don't really go out on too many dates because I'm over 40. You know what my date is? My date is consistent of getting me a good meal, watching me some TV, getting in the shower, and getting ready to go to bed, and I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. So that's my date night. So I pretty much love this particular fragrance. And if you are on a journey to discovering fragrances and things that are unique, you need to check out Scent Niche, because like I said, this particular company, this fragrance itself is being sold through this particular website. So I will link the information available for you. um I just can't stop talking about it because, like I said, I was surprised I got 5 compliments today, and it was just amazing. And like I said, date night, perfect for date night. I think if you want to surprise somebody special, um, you can definitely wear this at night. But I normally wear it in the daytime if I'm at work, and since I don't see customers a lot, I'm normally I go in the office on Fridays, so if I want to feel super sexy and super confident, I'll just spray it on and then go to work, because I don't see customers. I'm normally on the phones or I'm on chat. So yeah, this combo was fire. It was fire today. And I had to talk about it because it was unusual. I mean, I'm beginning to wear my fragrances now, and like yesterday I counted my fragrances. I counted 30 today and yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I've been on a fragrance journey for a year and I counted 30 fragrances. That's quite a bit, but I've been putting some dents in them because I'm going to wear them while I'm running errands, if I'm going to go see family, if I'm going to go to church, or if I'm at that stadium. I have places to go, a few places to go, places to be, and I'm wearing my fragrances every which way. Hopefully, if I ever go out on a date, maybe I'll start wearing some more of my fragrances, but I make it a point to wear them every day, depending on the occasion, especially when I'm at home working, because I have some other fragrances for that. But I love wearing my fragrances, and I'm beginning to just love and appreciate the journey that I am going on with this fragrance company. Now, this company, the fragrance house in particular, let me just rephrase, the fragrance house in particular has another fragrance. I will probably bring that fragrance up on next week. I will talk about this one specifically, and a layering combo that I found. It's freaking amazing, and it has like a rose note in it. So like I said in my earlier videos, I love rose and I love oud, so anything with those combos, I'm down for it. And I know everybody has been in the buzz behind Kayali's Orgasmic collection, and ooh, the cafe oud and the rose oud. I'm so interested in it. However, money is tight, change is strange. I'm gonna find some other venues or some other ways into getting that the vision that I want. If I'm looking at Kayali's fragrance, what it smells like, or what I'm envisioning, I want to be able to get a fragrance that I can make a combo of my own and just envision what Mona from Kayali is envisioning when she created these fragrances. So y'all have to catch me for that. I'm gonna have to play around with what I got right now and see which one I can go with. But yeah, and now this particular company, I want to say the fragrance house is it's black owned. I do not think this is a U.S. company, so I will also link their information as well on the website, because like I said, this is their debut fragrance and I absolutely love it. Not too many people has talked about this fragrance because it is a niche brand fragrance, and I know a lot of people think niche is expensive. I mean, for this size bottle, $75 is expensive, but in comparison to what you are seeing now in the markets, how the markets is changing their pricing, especially when it comes to fragrances, whether it's niche or designer or Middle Eastern, or even with the indies, you see these companies are jacking up those prices like nobody's business. So when you come across a company that it has like good quality fragrances for a reasonable price, I don't mind spending the money. It's like spending it very wisely. That fragrance, that combo lasted on me a good 8 hours. Like, I got up this morning, I left my apartment around 7:50, but I put this fragrance on literally at 7 o'clock, getting ready to go to work, and by 2:30 she was still going. And then when I came home, I was still smelling myself. So that's about a good 8-hour day that this combo was hitting on every level. Y'all, I'm telling you, don't sleep on these indie companies. Do not sleep on them, because this is a niche brand company. It's like indie, but the fragrance is freaking amazing, and it will last. So you don't need a whole lot. I mean, I was just being extra because, after my birthday, I'm going to be super extra until then. But I may have to pick up another bottle. Just saying. I don't know when, but I think I'm going to have to pick up another bottle. But right now, I'm still, I haven't hit a dent yet, but I wore it like 3 or 4 times, and you see how much juice I have in here. So I still have plenty left, but 15% off. I will link the information in the description box. And y'all, that is my spill for today. I just had to share this combo, this layering combo I used today. And yes, I had to clean myself up because my niece went on maternity leave. She's expecting her 4th child, and I'm so excited for her. But yeah, she's on maternity leave, and so I had to, do something with my hair to look a little bit decent. And for the first time, I had to pull out the clippers. It was a long time since I've used clippers, but I used them because I wanted to do it myself, because I know she's going to be out, and I want her. I'm funny about people touching my hair, but for first time. It's been a while since I've used them, but I think I did a pretty good job. And then I kind of like had to, snip at the front, because I don't want to look like some wild child. And I think I did pretty good for today. So that is my spill for today. I hope you are liking my videos. Thank you, each and every one of you that is viewing my videos. I may not get the likes, I'm getting the views. So I do appreciate those views. I do appreciate those likes. And if you can, comment, see if you're interested in checking out these videos, and hopefully this will enable you to continue on your fragrance journey and just exploring what fragrances there is out there to offer. It's not all about sometimes those big brands. Those smaller brands can do the same impact as the bigger brands if you do it right. That is my spill for today. Thank you so much. I hope you click the subscription button and just like my videos, comment if you want to. Please keep it positive. Even if you keep it negative, just give it to me, so that way I can do some feedback, and that way it helps me become better. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Be a blessing in your community. You take care, and I'll talk to you all next week. Bye-bye.